In this video, we're going to go over the 3-3 double mug. And I don't know if you guys figured this out, but the other day I showed you this similar blitz out of just the load mug formation in the Patriots playbook. But the 3-3 load double mug is absolutely going to be the best formation in the game, at least that we know of at this time, to run this from. And I want to make it clear, just so you know, the ones that haven't seen that video or whatever know about it, because I'm releasing some other blitzes out of the 3-3 load double mug. You can basically get pressure from just about anywhere on this, and the majority of them you can make them work, you know, versus a blocked running back. So this blitz is going to be just a coverage nano. And so first of all, you want to have auto flip off. A lot of times I'll have the safety width set and depth set to pinch and tight, pinch and tight, but you don't have to do that. One thing you also want to do is go in and make sure you have somebody fast at this defensive tackle position. I have Jalot, or whatever his name is. I think he's 82 or 83, so he's not exactly a barn burner, but he's fast enough for this to work really good. And if you're playing mutt, you can actually put a safety there, and you know how fast safeties can be, so if you're playing mutt, that would be the way to go. Okay, so I'm going to call blitz loop 3. And first of all, let's look at our balance. So right now we have auto protection off, and we'll go ahead and run it like this a few times just to show you, you know, what happens, because any offense that has a running back going out on a route like mesh spot, it's going to be empty blocking, and if they block the running back, then that will change to base. Now there's two different ways to get this to work. One is against empty, and it also works if they have their blocking set to empty and then they block a running back. This blitz will still come in as long as, you know, they're doing any type of empty blocking, and we'll show you how to also get just as good a pressure from when they actually do use base coverage and block a running back. So right now I'm just going to call mesh spot, and let me see, I didn't call the defensive line stunt. So blitz loop 3 is going to be the play, and you want to run a left pirate 3-man. Okay, so to set this up, all we're going to do is, I like to use contains, but you don't have to with this blitz. Then we're going to put the defensive end over there in a hard flat. And then we're going to put the defensive tackle, we're going to put him in a vert hook, but you want to make sure it goes to the opposite side of the field. You know, it'll still come in if you don't, but it just helps get the lineman's attention or whatever it does. I'm then going to take this guy that was blitzing right here. I'm going to put him in a zone, and I'm going to stand right here. You don't have to hold L2 with this blitz or anything. Oh, and one thing I also do is I pinch the defensive line. Not 100% necessary to do that, but as you can see, that guy is going to just loop around the defensive tackle, which is a defensive end, and just come in. It just dumbs the whole defensive line out on that side. So as you can see, he's going to loop in. So pinch the D line, use quarterback contains, zone out the defensive end, and then put the defensive tackle in a vert hook. Now if you want to, if you're not worried about the quarterback rolling out too, you can actually make this a one-man blitz and do something with the other blitzing linebacker over there. So in this case, we'll just man them up to the running back. And as you can see, it's going to come in. So the counter for this is just to simply base block. You can send the running back out or whatever. Now, since we're using base blocking, watch what will happen. I'm going to set it up exactly the same. You can see he's going to get picked up, and most of the time he'll be double teamed. Okay, so once they start blocking a running back, or they change their blocking scheme to base, here's what you're going to do. You're going to mix these two blitzes in. But let me go ahead and just switch this over. Whoops. So I'm going to turn this to base. Okay, so now instead of doing the other setup, we're going to still call blitz loop 3. We're going to call a left Texas 2-man instead. And I will run this versus a blocked running back. I guess I never showed you the empty blocking versus a blocked running back. I'll do that before the video's over. But I'm going to call bench swirl return. Okay, so to make this work with the Texas 2-man, instead of pinching the D-line, we're going to spread them. But it's kind of going to do the same thing, except for, you know, the other guy's not going to move at all on the outside. So it looks the same, but there's a different result when it comes to blocking. We're then going to use quarterback contains. We're going to take this guy. We're going to stand, you know, right in here somewhere. I'm going to put him in a zone, and I'm going to hold L2 until the ball's snapped. As you can see, that Texas 2-man versus base protection and a blocked running back is going to come in the majority of the time. So spread the D-line, use quarterback contains, move him over, stand right here, hold L2 until the ball snapped. That time he did get picked up. Majority of the time this is going to come in. You just got to be standing in the right spot. So that's what you do, you know, once they start blocking a running back. Okay, so now I'm gonna, if I could click the right button, that is. I'm gonna change the auto protection back over to empty, and I'm gonna call the other setup, which is the one or 2-man blitz. We're going to do it with a blocked running back. So we're going to call the same blitz loop 3. This will work with other plays, but that's my favorite one to use. As you can see, there's now base blocking. So pinch the D-line, quarterback contain, zone out the defensive end, zone out the defensive tackle. Do the same thing, put him in a zone, stand in this area, and I don't know, let me do it again. I don't think I called the Tex or the Pirate 3-man. It's been a long day, didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm kind of being forgetful. So left Pirate 3-man versus bench swirl return, empty blocking. Pinch, use quarterback contains, zone out, move him over. I don't know why he's not going into a zone. Okay, now he's in a zone. Okay, so don't have to hold L2 or anything right there, but that's versus a blocked running back on the right side. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to go over these two plays again. Like I said, I released this I think about 3 days ago, but it was out of just the load mug, I think, in the Patriots playbook, and this formation is the best one to do it out of, in my opinion. And you can find this formation, the 3-3-5 load double mug, in the Broncos playbook, the Cowboys playbook, the Ravens playbook, and the Steelers. I'm in the Steelers right at the moment.